The owner of the Los Angeles Times told the Los Angeles Times not to endorse anybody. Los Angeles Times is a left-wing publication. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. It was once. It was. I wrote for it for many years. They actually, huh?
Was it once conservative?
Well, that was before my time when it was conservative, but it was conservative, yeah. But it's become a left-wing rag sheet. And the amazing thing is, the people on the left don't think that way. They think, great, we have turned a newspaper into a left-wing voice. That's it. We represent the Democratic Party, and it's left-wing. So the owner, for reasons I have no inkling with regard to, said, don't endorse any candidate. Of course, they were going to endorse Kamala Harris. I mean, all their news, all the news items, the news pieces, and the commentaries, opinion pieces are all pro Kamala Harris, pro Democrat. So they're resigning. The head of the editorial page resigned, and now two other editors have resigned. It's so fascinating. If I were they, I would not resign. I mean, what difference does it make whom the LA Times endorses? Its readers are left-wing, and everything it stands for is left-wing. Is there anybody who would read an LA Times editorial endorsement? Because the columnists are all endorsing her. So who reads their editorials anyway? Not many people. And by the way, I get the LA Times, just for the record, because I feel I'm obligated to know what the left says. But if let's say I were a conservative running a conservative newspaper, and the owner said, don't endorse any presidential candidate, you think I'd resign? No, what I would say is, okay, we won't have so we'll just keep having editorials, or columns written on behalf of the Republicans and our news items.
On behalf of the Democrats? Is that what you meant?
No. If I were conservative, running a newspaper, I don't understand why they resigned. Oh, we want to have independent control of the paper. Okay, it sounds great, but there is an owner. If it weren't for the owner, you wouldn't be in business. Nobody buys the paper. That's the joke. These people should be bringing candy to this owner. He keeps a piece of crap in business. It has virtually no advertising. Well, look up its circulation. I'm so curious what its circulation is. No young people read it. Thanks to this owner, it's so fascinating. The hubris of leftists is beyond belief. I'm glad they quit. Now they don't have a job. They don't deserve to have a job. They ruined the newspaper. But from their perspective, all they should have vis-a-vis the owner is gratitude. It's not the free market that keeps the Los Angeles Times functioning or the Washington Post functioning. It's Jeff Bezos who keeps the Washington Post functioning. And it's this Chinese American, I think, is that right? Taiwanese American, is that what he is? Who keeps the Los Angeles Times functioning. So we told him not to write an endorsement. Like, okay, fine. All right, big deal. It's so fascinating. Good, I'm happy. They don't deserve jobs. These people have only done harm. They've ruined the newspaper. But it's ingratitude, thy name is progressivism. Wow. In a message posted on X on Wednesday afternoon, this is from the Hollywood Reporter. It's also, by the way, did they ever put out a piece on PragerU? They came and interviewed me.
Not yet.
Times owner Sun Xiang said he had offered the editorial board the chance to write a factual analysis of all the positive and negative policies by each candidate during their tenures at the White House and how these policies affected the nation. That wasn't enough. like they would write an objective analysis. He had also asked the editorial board to present their vision for how policies outlined during the candidates' campaigns might play out in the next 4 years if they were elected. And that's a little more significant. In this way, with this clear and nonpartisan information, side by side, our readers could decide who would be worthy of being president for the next 4 years, he wrote. Okay, that's hilarious. I have no idea why the man sustains the LA Times. But as I said, these people who quit because he wanted them to write an analysis instead of an endorsement, do you understand what they're saying? We have contempt for you who made our jobs possible. Okay. I wonder I really would love to know where they'll end up. Will they end up, I don't know, at the Washington Post, at the Chicago Tribune, at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, or any other left-wing newspaper? Where will they end up?
There are no jobs anymore for these people.
There aren't jobs. That was why I asked it. It's not like it's a bull market for job seekers.
The Washington Post is losing millions.
The Washington Post is losing millions.